Close your eyes. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a still lake, early in the morning. The sky is still half asleep. There's a thin curtain of mist rising off the water. The world hasn't quite begun to speak yet. But Japan is already listening. You didn't come here just to travel. You came to remember something you may have forgotten, how it feels to slow down, how it feels to breathe deeply, how it feels when the noise fades and the quiet begins to bloom. Welcome to Japan, not the Japan of neon lights or rush hour crowds. This is the Japan where silence meets spirit, where rituals are sacred, nature is divine, and the smallest details tell the biggest stories. You're here, finally, at the foot of Mount Fuji, Japan's sacred summit. Its perfect cone rises like a story told in a single brushstroke. And you, tiny and breathless, are standing beneath it, listening. The air is cooler here, sharper. When you breathe in, it feels ancient. The trees around you seem to bow in respect. This isn't just a mountain, it's a presence, a guardian, a spirit that's watched over generations of pilgrims, poets, and wanderers like you. You make your way to Hakone. Resting in the nest of volcanic valleys and pine forests, it's a place where the earth exhales steam into the sky. You slip into an onsen. The water hugs your body like silk soaked in heat. It's more than relaxation, it's rebirth. As you soak, you look up. Clouds drift lazily across the blue. Somewhere, a bamboo fountain clicks, tipping its rhythm into the wind. A heron lands nearby. No one talks. No one needs to. This silence isn't empty. It's full of stories, of prayers, of time itself. You dry off slowly. You sip green tea under the eaves of a wooden inn, and in the stillness you realize something. Here, you don't have to be anything. You just have to be. Next, let's fly over to Kyoto for some more soulful adventures. Now you arrive in Kyoto, the old soul of Japan, a city that whispers instead of shouts. Here beauty hides in plain sight. It lingers on temple steps and flows like ink through garden streams. You step into the Arashiyama bamboo grove. It sways above you like a cathedral made of green. Light flickers through the tall stalks, creating golden veins on the path. Every creak of bamboo sounds like a door opening to a deeper world. Further on, you find Ginkakuji, the silver pavilion. There's no silver here, not literally. Just moonlight-colored walls and a garden of such quiet perfection it makes you stop mid-step. Gravel is raked into swirling galaxies. Moss clings to stones like soft fur. You don't just see this garden, you feel it. In Ryoenji, you sit before a Zen rock garden. 15 stones arranged so that from any angle, you can only ever see 14. The missing one? A gentle reminder that perspective matters, that you never see everything, that some truths require stillness to find. And then there are the temples, Kiyomizu-dera, Nanzenji, and more, each one a different silence, each one holding the echoes of monks' chants and the soft brushing of slippers across wood floors. Kyoto doesn't rush you, it waits. It invites you to look, to sit, to breathe, to notice the falling leaf, the flick of incense, the warmth of stone beneath your palm. Here, silence is not the absence of sound, it's the presence of awareness. Next on our spiritual journey, let's make our way to some rituals. You climb the steps of Fushimi Inari surrounded by endless vermilion gates. They stretch above and before you like a path into another dimension. Each one is a prayer, a promise, a passage. You pass people who clap and bow. You do it too, not because you understand all the meanings, but because your heart does. It's not about religion, it's about inner peace. It's about acknowledging that you are small, and that smallness is beautiful. You wander into a shrine. You write a wish on a piece of wood and hang it with thousands of others. The wind reads them one by one. Later, you're invited to a tea ceremony. Everything here matters. The placement of the cup, the exact temperature of the water, the way the host turns the bowl. Each movement is a meditation, a way of saying, I'm here, with you, right now. You hold the tea in your hands like it's sacred, and it is. Not because of what it is, but because of the attention it's given. That's the secret of Japanese rituals. They're not about grandeur, they're about presence, about doing one small thing with all of your being. With your inner peace aligned, let's visit the calm village life in Japan. Now you leave the cities. You follow narrow roads that wind through mountain passes and sleepy valleys. You arrive in Shirakawa-go. Time moves differently here. Maybe it doesn't move at all. The houses stand like stories written in wood and thatch. Thick, sloping roofs keep out the snow. You step inside, the floor creaks. A fire crackles in the hearth. You're greeted with a bow and a smile that feels like coming home. You wake before sunrise. You hear only the soft whisper of wind and the crackle of frost. A farmer walks past with a bundle of tools. A child chases a chicken. There's no performance here, just life, lived gently. You help with breakfast, maybe washing rice or slicing vegetables. You sit on the floor and eat in silence, broken only by the clink of bowls and murmurs of thanks. It's the kind of meal you remember forever. Later you wander the fields. You see how the sun paints gold onto the tips of rice, how scarecrows stand like ancient guardians. You realize how rare this piece is and how much you needed it. With the sacred villages toured, we'll make way to the urban centers. Tokyo might seem like the opposite of silence, but look again. In the middle of the noise, you find pockets of stillness. A shrine hidden behind skyscrapers, a garden resting between glass towers. You sip coffee in a quiet kisaten. Jazz plays softly. A cat naps on the windowsill. Outside, it rains gently. Inside, you're safe, warm, unrushed. You stroll through the Meiji Shrine forest. You feel the pulse of the city fade behind you. The trees close in. Your footsteps soften. You place your hands on the prayer wall. Feel the wood warm beneath your fingers. It's just you and everything. You came to Japan looking for something, maybe beauty, maybe answers, maybe quiet. And what you found was a stillness that lives not in empty rooms, but in full hearts. Japan doesn't shout, it whispers. And if you're willing to listen, to truly listen, it shows you who you are. It invites you to return not just to a place, but to yourself. So carry this with you. the hush of bamboo, the warmth of tea, the echo of temple bells, and whenever the world gets loud again, remember, silence still lives within you. You just have to close your eyes and return.